Have you ever wondered what it takes to live a long, vibrant life? Maybe you've seen stories about people celebrating their 100th birthday, smiling, dancing, and enjoying life. And you think to yourself, what's their secret? Is it just good genes, or is there something more? The truth is, while genetics play a role, research shows that up to 90% of how long and how well we live comes down to our daily habits. That means the choices we make every day, what we eat, how we move, how we think, have a huge impact on not just our lifespan, but our quality of life as we age. So if you've been feeling a little more tired lately, if your joints are a little stiffer than they used to be, or if you just want to make sure you're doing everything you can to stay independent and strong for years to come, this video is for you. Because today we're diving into 7 simple habits that can help you not just live longer, but live better, so that every year ahead is full of energy, purpose, and joy. Now let's start with the first habit. And this one might surprise you because it has nothing to do with food or exercise. It's about how you start your day. Think about it. The way you wake up sets the tone for your entire day. And unfortunately, many people fall into bad morning habits that actually speed up aging. They check their phones first thing, skip breakfast, or stay in bed too long, which leads to sluggishness, stiffness, and even higher stress levels. But here's what the longest living people do instead. They wake up with a purpose. They start their mornings with small, intentional rituals that energize both their bodies and minds. And you can do the same. Try this. When you wake up, don't reach for your phone. Instead, sit up, take a deep breath, and stretch your arms overhead. Feel your body wake up. Then before you even get out of bed, take a moment to think about one thing you're looking forward to today. It could be something as simple as a cup of coffee, a walk outside, or a phone call with a friend. This small practice does 2 things. It gives you a reason to get up with a positive mindset, and it reduces stress, which is one of the biggest enemies of longevity. Studies show that people who wake up with a sense of purpose and gratitude live significantly longer than those who don't. And speaking of movement, that brings us to habit number 2, staying active in small but consistent ways. Now, when most people think of exercise, they picture running on a treadmill or lifting weights at the gym. But let's be honest, not everyone enjoys that. And the good news? You don't have to. The key to longevity isn't doing intense workouts. It's moving your body throughout the day in ways that feel natural and enjoyable. Look at the world's longest living populations. People in places like Okinawa, Japan, or Sardinia, Italy, don't go to the gym. Instead, they live in environments that encourage movement naturally. They garden, they walk to visit friends, they use their bodies in everyday activities instead of sitting for long periods. So here's how you can apply this to your own life. Instead of thinking about exercise as something you have to force yourself to do, focus on building movement into your routine in ways that feel good. Start with something simple. Stand up and stretch every hour. Walk around your home while talking on the phone. If you enjoy gardening, do a little each day. And one of the best things you can do? Walk after meals. A short 10 to 15-minute walk after eating can lower blood sugar, improve digestion, and even help maintain a healthy weight. It's a simple habit, but it has a powerful impact. Now, before we move on, I want you to imagine this. It's 20, 30, maybe even 40 years from now. You're still active. You're still sharp. You're still enjoying life. It's not just about living longer, it's about making every single day count. And that's exactly why habit number 3 is so important. Because it's not just about what you do with your body, it's also about what you feed it. What you put into your body has a direct impact on how long and how well you live. And while there's no magic pill for longevity, there are certain foods that act like natural medicine, helping you fight disease, stay strong, and keep your mind sharp well into your later years. Now, you've probably heard about superfoods before, things like blueberries, salmon, or green tea. And yes, those are great. But the real secret to longevity isn't about eating just 1 or 2 healthy foods. It's about making whole, nutrient-rich foods the foundation of your diet. So here's a simple way to think about it. Eat more foods that grow from the earth and fewer foods that come from a factory. Look at the longest living people in the world. Their diets are full of fresh vegetables, beans, nuts, and whole grains. They eat plenty of leafy greens like spinach and kale, which are packed with vitamins that keep your bones strong and your brain sharp. They get protein from sources like lentils and fish instead of processed meats. And they use natural fats like olive oil instead of unhealthy oils that cause inflammation. Now you might be wondering, do I have to give up all my favorite foods? Absolutely not. Longevity isn't about restriction, it's about balance. If you love a piece of cake now and then, enjoy it. But make sure that the majority of your meals are filled with real, nourishing foods that support your health. And if you want one simple, powerful food swap that can make a huge difference, eat more beans. Yes, beans. They're one of the most common foods eaten in the world's longest living populations. They're packed with fiber, which keeps your digestion healthy and helps regulate blood sugar. They're also high in plant-based protein, which helps maintain muscle mass as you age. Try adding a serving of beans to your meals a few times a week, whether it's black beans, lentils, or chickpeas, and your body will thank you. Now let's move on to another habit that's just as important as food, but often overlooked. Staying socially connected. Think about this. Have you ever noticed that some of the happiest, healthiest older adults are the ones who have strong friendships and a sense of community? That's no coincidence. Research has found that social connections are just as important as diet and exercise when it comes to longevity. In fact, studies show that loneliness can increase your risk of death just as much as smoking or obesity. But here's the good news. You don't need a huge social circle to get the benefits. It's not about how many friends you have. It's about the quality of your relationships. Maybe you have lifelong friends you still keep in touch with. Maybe you've lost some connections over the years. Or maybe you're at a stage in life where it feels harder to meet new people. No matter where you are, you can nurture the relationships that matter most. Start small. Call a friend just to check in. If you have family nearby, make it a habit to spend time together, even if it's just a quick visit or a shared meal. And if you're looking to expand your social circle, try joining a local group, a class, or even volunteering. Not only will this keep you engaged, but it will also give you a sense of purpose, something that is essential for a long and fulfilling life. And speaking of purpose, that brings us to another key habit of people who live to 100. They wake up each day with something to look forward to. Many people think that once they retire or reach a certain age, their best years are behind them. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The happiest, longest living people continue to learn, grow, and find meaning in everyday life. Maybe that means picking up a new hobby, learning something new, or even just setting small goals for yourself. It doesn't have to be anything big. Maybe it's reading a new book each month, starting a small garden, or teaching your grandkids something from your own life experience. The key is to keep your mind and spirit engaged. Because when you have a reason to get up in the morning, something that excites you, challenges you, or brings you joy, you're giving yourself one of the greatest gifts for longevity. Now think about everything we've covered so far. You've learned how to start your day with purpose, move your body in simple ways, fuel yourself with real, nourishing foods, stay connected with others, and keep your mind engaged. But we're not done yet, because there's one final habit that ties everything together, and it's something that can make all the difference in how long and how well you live. There's one final habit that ties everything together, and it's something that can make all the difference in how long and how well you live. Managing stress and embracing a positive mindset. You might not think of stress as a major factor in aging, but it plays a huge role. When we're constantly worried, anxious, or overwhelmed, our bodies stay in a state of high alert. That means higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, which can lead to inflammation, high blood pressure, memory loss, and even a weaker immune system. Over time, chronic stress can literally shorten your lifespan. But here's the good news. You can take control of stress before it takes control of you. And the best part? It doesn't take much. Just a few simple shifts in how you think and react to life's challenges. First, practice letting go of things you can't control. Life is full of uncertainties. Maybe you're dealing with health concerns, family issues, or changes that feel out of your hands. But dwelling on things you can't change only drains your energy. Instead, shift your focus to what you can control, how you spend your time, how you care for your body, and how you choose to see the world. A simple habit to help with this? Deep breathing. Whenever you feel stressed, pause and take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for a moment, then exhale through your mouth. Do this 3 to 5 times and you'll instantly feel your body relax. This isn't just in your head. Deep breathing actually lowers cortisol levels and helps your nervous system reset. Another powerful way to reduce stress? Laughter. Yes, laughter. Studies show that people who laugh often have lower levels of stress and inflammation. It boosts the immune system, improves mood, and even helps with pain management. So make it a habit to find joy in everyday life. Watch a funny show, spend time with people who make you laugh, or even just smile more often. Your body and mind will thank you. And finally, one of the most important things you can do to live a longer, happier life: stay grateful. Gratitude isn't just about being polite, it's a mindset that can literally rewire your brain. People who regularly practice gratitude have lower stress, better heart health, and even a reduced risk of depression. So here's a simple but life-changing habit. Every night before bed, think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be something big like your family, your home, or your health, or something small like a good meal, a kind conversation, or a beautiful sunset. No matter what it is, taking a moment to appreciate life's blessings shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. And that shift, it's the secret to a long and fulfilling life. Now let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've covered. We talked about starting your day with purpose, keeping your body active, eating the right foods, staying connected, keeping your mind engaged, managing stress, and embracing gratitude. These are the habits that the longest living people in the world follow, not by chance, but by choice. And the best part? You don't have to do everything at once. Start small, pick one habit today, and make it part of your routine. Then add another. Before you know it, you'll feel more energized, more alive, and more in control of your health and happiness. Because the truth is, living to 100 isn't just about the years in your life. It's about the life in your years. And by making these simple changes, you're not just adding time to your life, you're adding life to your time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits do you already follow? And which one are you going to start today? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration. Here's to living a long, healthy, and happy life, because the best years are still ahead.